Welcome to NFL Daily by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here. Got three big things we're hitting on today. Jonathan Taylor, is a trade coming? We have the latest on the Jonathan Taylor saga. Also, could Rob Gronkowski, Gronk, come out of retirement again? And who could he potentially play for? Got an interesting update on that front as well. And Jaxon Smith-Njigba, the star rookie receiver for the Seattle Seahawks, he's got an injury that's going to keep him out for a bit. We'll tell you about that and more coming up in just a matter of moments. Let's start with Jonathan Taylor. Where will he go? Jonathan Taylor was given permission to seek a trade from the Indianapolis Colts to try to find a trade partner to take his services to. And basically, there's two things that would have to come about of any trade partner. That the Colts are seeking a first-round pick. Probably not going to get that if we're going to be honest with you. But also, said trade partner is going to have to extend Jonathan Taylor, give him a new contract as well. Despite the ongoing rumors, joint practice day for the Colts and the Eagles, Jonathan Taylor was in attendance and still there with the Indianapolis Colts organization. Phil Yates of ESPN had this to say about where things stack up right now. The Colts seemingly do not want to pay Jonathan Taylor a top market deal to keep him, but do want someone else to trade them a first-round pick, which likely comes with the expectation of a massive extension. The team I'm watching for that could be aggressive and make a move, that might be the most intriguing of anybody out there, is the Buffalo Bills. Watch out for the Bills. If they make a trade for Jonathan Taylor, without giving up too much, okay? If it doesn't cost them other players that weaken the roster, if they just give up picks, they might be the favorites to win it all. Remember the discussion about the Buffalo Bills entering 2022? It was that the Bills had the best roster from 1 to 53. And obviously things didn't work out. They got knocked out in the divisional round by the Cincinnati Bengals. The thing that got exposed with the Buffalo Bills was they didn't have the playmakers that the Cincinnati Bengals did. Well, all of a sudden you add Jonathan Taylor to the mix, and that's a game changer. That changes everything for the Buffalo Bills potentially. I know that the run game isn't bad, but they could go up a whole other notch if they add Jonathan Taylor to the fold. That's the team that piques my interest. Where will Jonathan Taylor play this season? Weigh in. Tell us in the comments section where you think he's going to go. Is it back in Indy, or does he get a trade and move on somewhere else? Weigh in. Tell us what you think in the comments section, the team that Jonathan Taylor ends up with, and let us know in the comments section below. Today's show is presented by BetUS, the exclusive sportsbook partner of Chat Sports. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, you will get a 125% deposit bonus when you enter the promo code NFL Daily at checkout. Put $100 down, get $125 to spend for free. The odds on Jonathan Taylor's next team right now, the Dolphins are the favorites at 2-1. Missed out on Dalvin Cook. Could they go with Jonathan Taylor potentially? The Chicago Bears, we know they have a lot of money and a lot of capital to spend. The Bills, the team that I like that piqued my interest, they're at 5-1. The Ravens at 7-1. The Ravens, remember, J.K. Dobbins isn't real happy about his situation right now. And then there's the Denver Broncos. New head coach Sean Payton, Russell Wilson's there. They're at 8-1. Place your bets now on the NFL, the MLB, soccer, motorsports, golf, and more at chatsports.com/bet, promo code NFL Daily. Rob Gronkowski, could he be making a return to the National Football League and unretire for the second time in his career? In an interview with Kay Adams of FanDuel TV over the last few days, Gronk speculated about a return to the NFL, and for one team in particular. Was it his former team, the New England Patriots? Was it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? No. In fact, he said it was his hometown team, referring to the New York Giants. Brian Daboll, yeah, he can't get me out of retirement, but he would have the best chance to get me out of retirement. And then asked more about the Giants. He said that would be pretty wild. I always believe that having two tight ends makes the defense have the most difficult time. If you have two tight ends, I think that can make an offense unstoppable. And think about when he and Aaron Hernandez were together. That was the best point of his career, when he had a running mate like Hernandez on the other side of the tight end spot. Now, you put him in the Giants offense. Remember, you got Darren Waller there already. And you pair up Gronk and Waller, all of a sudden this Giants offense would be absolutely incredible. But at the same time, too, what makes it hard for me to believe about the possibility of Gronk coming back to the NFL, I know he mentions the Giants and Daboll and all that being his hometown team. I understand that. But going to the Giants after the Hall of Fame career he's had in New England and doing things the Patriot way, and I know he moved on from New England and he went to Tampa Bay there for a bit, but it would almost feel like a betrayal. It wouldn't feel right to see Gronk in a Giants uniform with the history that he has, quite frankly, with the Patriots and the Giants there. To me, it just wouldn't feel right. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Gronk ever going to play football again? Does he play for a team like the Giants or come back home to New England or somewhere else? What do you guys think? Weigh in the comments section. Tell us what you believe. Will Gronk ever play football again? Chime in the comments section. Let me know. Y for yes, in for no. How you feel about that possibility. Now, as far as the New York Football Giants go, Giants head coach Brian Daboll downplayed the possibility of signing Rob Gronkowski. He said, kind of hold your horses here, folks. Listen to this, what Daboll had to say about Gronk. He said, I'm close with Rob. I have a lot of respect, admiration. I coached him for 4 years. He's a good friend. We've talked. I'm not saying we've talked about that, but he's a close friend. When you coach someone for 4 years and he's a very productive player for you and a really good person, we're from the same town, I wouldn't read too much into that. So, you know, from Daboll's standpoint, he doesn't seem to think that it's much of a possibility. I'll say this, when it comes to Gronk, if Gronk wants to play and gets in football shape, granted he did lose a lot of weight as he's now in the NFL on Fox, and he's terrific with Terry and Michael and Howie and those guys. He's a natural on the television set. If he can get in football shape, I think he can still be an asset for a team that needs him. If he wants to play, if he's made up his mind that he wants to go out there again, he can still be a good football player. Can he be the player that he was at the prime of his career? Probably not, but he can still be a valuable piece as far as I'm concerned. The resume for Gronk is as good as any tight end we've ever seen. A 4-time Super Bowl champion, a 5-time Pro Bowler, a member of the NFL's 2010s All-Decade Team. Gronk did everything in his NFL career, to say the least. He was just incredible, just unstoppable, one of the greatest to ever do it. And the numbers of what Gronk did in his NFL career were pretty spectacular, too. You look at his statistics, 621 receptions, over 9,000 yards. He averaged 15 yards a reception and had 92 career touchdowns. Gronk was great. Personally, I don't think Gronk's ever going to play football again. We've seen him tease coming out of retirement a couple times now. Even when he retired the first time, he had been teasing that and everything. I'll be honest with y'all. I think Gronk loves the attention. I think he loves being talked about in the media and in the news about a possible comeback. I don't see it happening. I think that time has come and gone. But I got to tell you, I would be very intrigued if he does decide to change his mind, if he gives it one more go around. What do you think about Gronk when it comes to the all-time greats? I mean, you talk about everybody's pointing their attention to Travis Kelce right now, the job that he's doing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, you got Tony Gonzalez among the greats as well. What about Gronk? Is he the greatest of all time, or is it somebody else out there? Weigh in the comment section. Tell me what you think. HY for hell yes, that he's the greatest of all time. HN for hell no. Is Gronk the GOAT? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Folks, you got to subscribe to NFL Daily by Chat Sports as we're talking about the National Football League each and every day with the latest news and rumors. We also do mailbags from time to time as well, where people interact on our live shows. We answer their questions, and we'll be live during the season on our Red Zone channel as well. So if you want more NFL coverage, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications so you stay up to date with the latest happenings around the National Football League. Subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. One final note before we go. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, the rookie wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks, is going to be out for a little bit after he underwent wrist surgery today in Philadelphia. The injury occurred a few days ago in the Seahawks preseason win against the Dallas Cowboys. More from ESPN's Adam Schefter. Seahawks first-round pick Jaxon Smith-Njigba is undergoing wrist surgery today in Philadelphia, but could still have a chance to be ready for the start of the regular season per sources. Surgery will determine how long he will miss. He hurt his wrist Saturday night versus Dallas. Seahawks first-round pick Jaxon Smith-Njigba broke a bone in his wrist on the play in which he almost scored Saturday night. He will have it surgically repaired today in Philadelphia. So, with that said, he might be back before the season begins. Might not be, but it doesn't seem like it's that serious. Does this suck if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan? Absolutely it does. But the fact is, because it shouldn't hold him out too long, that's a big relief for the Seattle Seahawks, that you take care of this now and you're not worrying about this situation later, not lingering on. It's much easier to go ahead and sit on the sidelines, do the surgery, rather than be a problem down the road. He's on track to be Seattle's number 3 receiver. He's their second leading receiver in the preseason to this point, and he could be their top receiver if he was getting the playing time. They've held him back from trying to overwork him too much in the preseason, but the number 20 overall pick out of Ohio State has just been fantastic so far this preseason. His numbers in 2 games, 5 catches, 83 yards, close to 17 yards of reception, and a 48-yard long. JSN has been really good. So what's your concern level with the JSN injury news? What do you think? Are you concerned about how he's going to be when he comes back, how long this will take? I'm not that concerned personally. I know he's got an injury history. People are going to throw out the word injury prone. I understand all that. But I'm not concerned at the moment. What's your concern level? Scale it for me in the comment section 1 through 10 and let me know. Hit me up on Twitter for more NFL coverage. I'm over there at Tyler Jones Live talking about the National Football League all the time. You got a question you want to send me, want to talk shop, hit me up on Twitter, and I shall see you next time right here on NFL Daily.